I knew of Jesus, but I didn't know Jesus. And it wasn't until my senior year of high school, I had 2 scholarships, and I decided to go to school by my dad. And my parents, they were divorced, so I grew up in, divorced family. So I moved with my dad, and it was my first year of college, and I was always the one to say that I didn't believe in depression until I got it. I didn't want to wake up in the morning. I couldn't shower. I just felt like I just couldn't do anything. And it even got to the point where I would go to my dad's ranch and I would cry and I would pray to God that I was too scared to kill myself and if he would kill me in a car crash. Time went on and I realized that God wasn't going to do that. So I got really frustrated and I said, well, if you're not going to kill me, then take away the depression. Like, I'm tired. And the next day, I felt way better. And I couldn't explain it, I just felt way better. And I went and bought a Bible. But even this time, I did not give my life to Christ. I was still halfway in, halfway out. And when I moved here, it was very hard too. There was even a time where I was almost homeless. And I remember I start crying again and I start praying to the Lord. I need help again because that's the only time I would contact the Lord was when I needed help. So I get a call from this woman named Star. And I only met Star one time. She calls me and she says, I need someone to dog sit. And at the end of the call, she says, hey, and if you need a place to stay, I have an extra room. And it was in the exact moment I was crying and I was praying that I got that call. I move in with these people I do not even know. And going back to before, I grew up with divorced parents. I never believed in love. And when I moved in with these people, it changed my life. It was the first time I had experienced family love, and I truly believe the Lord knew I needed to see this and to experience this, to have an open heart. So a month later, I get my own place, and I am sitting in my room, and it was very random, and I see the Bible I bought from before, and I just get this urge to read it, and I pick it up right in the middle to the book of Job, and I start reading. I had read the book of Job before, but this time it was different. This time there was the presence of God, and I just felt this overwhelming peace, this love that I had never felt before, and I just remember crying, and everything that I had ever been told about Jesus made sense. And I fell in love with the Lord. And I gave my life to him, surrendered everything, and I started going to church. Since following the Lord, I love spreading the word of Jesus. I love sharing my testimony and telling others about who he is. One person in particular was my boyfriend at the time, Roger, and he had a really tough time with knowing the Lord and coming to church with me. There was even a time where I felt like our relationship had to end because I loved the Lord more than anything, and he was having a hard time understanding that. And today I can say that Roger is in love with Jesus and that he's at the center of our relationship and that we are now engaged and we both are chasing after the Lord together. And if I had given up, I would have never seen him love the Lord the way he does now. I am deciding to get baptized because it's been a year since I gave my life to Christ, and I think it's time to take that next step. My name is Olivia Castruita, and I'm here today to publicly proclaim that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior.